It's essential to understand that the history of dog breeds is a complex story. Dogs were domesticated from wolves by humans thousands of years ago, and this process occurred independently in various regions across the world. As humans selectively bred these early domesticated dogs for different purposes, we saw the emergence of diverse breeds, each shaped by the needs and preferences of their respective communities. In the present, people often end up in the emergency room because of dog bites, and some dog breeds can cause more severe injuries than others. To reduce the danger posed by inexperienced owners handling large and powerful dog breeds, some countries have prohibited specific breeds. These are the top 10 breeds that are banned in most countries and may be at risk of disappearing from our world due to human influence. 10. Neapolitan Mastiff. The Neapolitan Mastiff, also known as the Mastino Napolitano, is a big and strong dog. They're not naturally mean, but they have the potential to cause serious harm or even death if they aren't trained well. They have good intentions. They are very protective of their families and can be wonderful pets if they are with the right owners. However, they need to learn how to control their protective instincts. If they don't get used to other people and dogs early on, they can become nervous and might react strongly to strangers and other dogs. Because of this, they are not allowed in Singapore, and people in Romania have to pass a psychological test before they can adopt one. 9. Perro de Presa Canario. Perro de Presa Canarios were originally bred to manage livestock. Their name, which means Canarian catch dog, reflects their skill in capturing sheep and guiding them back safely. Due to their substantial size, strength, and inherent work drive, this breed is not a suitable choice for inexperienced dog owners. According to a particular report, the Presa Canario ranked 4th among dog breeds with the highest number of attacks on people. 18 of these attacks resulted in fatalities, and over 60 caused permanent disfigurement. Nevertheless, a well-trained and properly socialized Perro de Presa Canario can become a devoted companion. 8. Boral. Another breed with Mastiff-like characteristics, the Boral, hails from South Africa and is a formidable guard dog. They enjoy popularity in their home country, often employed for safeguarding livestock. Borals exhibit intense protectiveness over their territory and owners, which is advantageous when utilized for ranch purposes. However, if confined to an average household and a small backyard, their behavior can take a different turn. Borals thrive when given a purpose. Without one, they may develop destructive, anxious, or neurotic behaviors. While they seldom initiate aggression without reason, their powerful jaws make any bite they deliver highly consequential. Consequently, they are presently either banned or subject to restrictions in various countries, including Malaysia, Mauritius, Qatar, Bermuda, France, Romania, and Tunisia. 7. Rottweiler. When it comes to having a faithful herding dog, it's challenging to find one better than a Rottweiler. They aren't naturally prone to aggression and exhibit immense loyalty to their families. The challenge arises when they lack proper training to distinguish between genuine threats and harmless visitors or passers-by. Rottweilers, by nature, are reserved and cautious, carefully assessing their environment. Therefore, it falls upon owners to instruct them on how to make accurate judgments. Without this guidance, they may unexpectedly shift into a defensive stance. Rottweilers possess an inherent protective instinct and tend to be calm and relaxed around those they trust. Nevertheless, early socialization is imperative to prevent them from misinterpreting a fast-moving male carrier as a potential threat to your safety. 6. Cane Corso. The Cane Corso, an Italian Mastiff, is primarily utilized for protection, guarding, and tracking purposes. If you're wondering why Mastiff breeds like this one are frequently subject to bans, it's not necessarily because they are inherently less predictable or more aggressive than other breeds. Their considerable size and exceptionally strong biting power mean that a Cane Corso's bite poses a much greater risk than, for instance, a bite from a Labrador. In the unfortunate event of a Cane Corso attack, the chances of escaping without a hospital visit are quite slim. These dogs are so substantial that they can overpower even the strongest handlers. Furthermore, they were intentionally bred to be territorial and protective. Early training is essential to ensure that their guarding instincts remain under the owner's control. Due to the potential for severe incidents involving poorly trained or neglected Cane Corsos, several countries, including Germany, Denmark, and Bermuda, have implemented bans, while others have placed restrictions on their ownership. Before we continue, help us grow our channel and keep bringing you quality content by hitting that subscribe button. 5. Doberman Pincher. Doberman Pinchers may have an imposing appearance, yet they have the potential to be loyal and affectionate companions. While they aren't as massive as Mastiff breeds, their size is substantial enough that their bites can cause significant harm. Nevertheless, it's crucial to note that their natural instincts lean towards protection rather than aggression. In essence, Doberman Pinchers were purposefully bred to safeguard their owners. Their inherent inclination is to protect their families, placing the responsibility on owners to provide firm and authoritative guidance. Without proper training, a Doberman may rely on its own judgment when assessing potential threats, such as perceiving a male carrier as menacing if not taught otherwise. Once more, the regulations surrounding Dobermans primarily stem from the prevalence of ill-prepared owners rather than any intrinsic aggressiveness. However, they are either illegal or subject to restrictions in various places, including Ireland, Bermuda, and Singapore, to name a few. 4. Dogo Argentino. The Dogo Argentino, with its pristine white coat, was initially developed for hunting large prey in Argentina. They are intelligent, courageous, and highly athletic, but their persistent and determined disposition demands firm leadership from the very beginning. While they excel at protecting homes, their stubborn tendencies can become problematic when handled by inexperienced dog owners. With a dominant temperament, they will undoubtedly assume control if their owners do not assert themselves. This is the primary reason why Dogo Argentinos are prohibited in several places, including Spain, Norway, Romania, Australia, Great Britain, Singapore, Bermuda, and certain regions within the United States. 3. Fila Brazero. Fila Brazileros, also known as Brazilian Mastiffs, possess remarkable tracking abilities. They were originally bred for hunting and guarding purposes and are among the few breeds large and formidable enough to handle large game animals. While Fila Brazileros aren't inherently aggressive, they exhibit an unwavering demeanor. If they perceive a threat, regaining control over them becomes exceedingly challenging. Their natural wariness of strangers means they need continuous and extensive training and socialization to prevent them from reacting aggressively towards unfamiliar dogs or people. While they hold great potential as working dogs, they are not well suited for the typical life of a family pet. Some individuals may be drawn to their impressive size and guard dog capabilities, but for most, they are not a suitable choice as a pet. Certain regions, such as Victoria, New South Wales, New Zealand, and Trinidad and Tobago, have either outright bans on them or require neutering of all males. 2. Tosaenu. Tosaenus was originally bred for dog fighting, and despite its prohibition in most countries, it remains legal in Japan. This breed's historical background increases the likelihood of it reacting aggressively towards other dogs, even if it is raised in a gentle and loving environment. If provoked by another dog, a Tosaenu is inclined to respond aggressively and will persist until it perceives the threat as subdued. While they typically do not display aggression towards people, they require a strong and capable leader to manage their reactive tendencies. Some Tosas may also possess a genetic predisposition to becoming easily agitated or provoked into aggressive behavior. Presently, they are banned or subject to restrictions in 18 countries, including New Zealand, Australia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Denmark. Can you guess the number one? It's Pitbull. The term Pitbull does not refer to a single breed, rather, it encompasses a group of breeds with a shared genetic lineage. Pit bulls include various breeds descended from bulldogs and terriers, such as the American Pit Bull Terrier, the American Staffordshire Terrier, the Bull Terrier, and a few others. Historically, bully breeds have been employed for numerous purposes, including roles as police dogs, military dogs, search and rescue dogs, and guard dogs. Despite passionate advocacy for the breed, they have gained a negative reputation, resulting in widespread bans in many countries. Pit bulls were originally bred for bull or bear baiting, which was once considered a form of entertainment but is now condemned due to animal cruelty laws. However, the perception of pit bulls as formidable fighters still lingers. When pit bulls do attack, they typically exhibit a tenacious grip on their target, often leading to severe injuries. Consequently, many countries have adopted a better safe than sorry approach, either banning pit bull ownership altogether or imposing strict regulations. For instance, some countries require permits for ownership or mandate muzzling whenever the breed is outside the home. Currently, 49 countries, including the United States, have implemented some form of ban on pit bull ownership. And that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you find it interesting, please consider subscribing.